Okay, WFWP leaders, members, guests, and friends from around the world, welcome to WFWPI General Assembly. My name is Andrea
안녕하십니까.
Fayad. I am the Secretary
세계평화선연합 총회에
General
오신 여러분 모두를 환영합니다.
of the WFWP Latin America.
저는 라틴 아메리카 세계평화여성연합 사무총장
and I will be moderating today's assembly. Before we start the webinar, we have a few announcements to make. So please, first, there will be translation for English to Korean, Japanese, French, Ukrainian, Mandarin, and Portuguese. Also, we encourage you to turn on the videos, but kindly ask you to turn off the audio during the assembly. We believe that each program will be meaningful and empowering and will help you gain new information and knowledge for your continued efforts and supports in the field. So firstly, I would like to invite Dr. Paris Moon, International Secretary General of WFWP, to give the opening remarks. Welcome, Dr. Paris.
Dear members, friends, and distinguished leaders, a warm and heartfelt welcome to each and every one of you at the opening of this year's second General Assembly of WFWP International. It brings me immense joy to see familiar faces and new friends gathered here today. United by a common purpose, the pursuit of the better world for all. Before we dive into this remarkable assembly, allows me to extend my deepest gratitude to each of you for your unwavering dedication and commitment to our cause. Your presence today is a testament to the enduring spirit of collaboration and the unbreakable bonds that ties us together. This General Assembly holds a special significance as it marks the first gathering since the appointment of our new international president, Mrs. Moriko Hori. Under her leadership, we have embarked on a journey filled with promising endeavors and exciting initiatives. Our global network has expanded, and we have appointed several new national presidents across the many countries we serve. This signifies a shift towards a new generation of leadership infused with fresh perspective and boundless energy. The future looks brighter than ever. In a few moments, we will have a distinct honor of announcing two President Emerita. Today, we honor their exceptional dedication and leadership. Throughout this assembly, we will also share our best practice success story from the field. It is our hope that you will find inspiration in this account, forging new path towards positive changes in your own communities. As we convene here, I encourage all of you to engage wholeheartedly in the discussion, share your insights, and learn from the experience of others. Let this assembly be a source of enlightenment and empowerment, where we exchange wisdom and ideas that will shape our shared future. Once again, I want to express my deepest appreciation for you, endless efforts and hard work. So let us embark on this journey together with open hearts and open minds as we strive to make the world a better place for all. Thank you for being a part of our global family, and I look forward to the fruitful deliberations ahead. Let the General Assembly of WFW International begin. Officially open. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Moon, for the warm and inspiring words. Now, I would like to invite our international president, Ms. Moriko Hori, to give the welcoming remarks. Welcome, Ms. Hori.
Thank you. Dear WFWP leaders and members, it is my distinct pleasure to welcome all of you to WFWP International General Assembly 2023. This is amazing to have Women's Federation leaders and members from all over the world come together to have this special gathering. First of all, I would like to express my gratitude to all of you for working tirelessly to do your amazing work. Because of your dedication, WFWP International have been recognized not only by UN, but from many governments, local communities, local entities, and NGOs. Last year, we celebrated our 30th anniversary. WFWP had made numerous achievements in 30 years. Let me review some of our achievements. WFWP International became UN NGO with the General Consultative Status with ECOSOC UN in 1997. And we have 3 UN offices, which are doing amazing jobs. WFWP International, we started in very few chapters, but now we have 127 chapters all over the world. And each chapter has been conducting wonderful projects and activities. WFWP chapters also respond quickly to emergency support during disasters. Due to the contributions WFWP received so many hours and the letters of appreciation from governments, Red Cross, or many other entities. WFWP also has invested in education. We have kindergartens, elementary schools, middle schools, high schools, and also vocational schools. All our schools have high enrollment rate of girls. Also, the graduates of our schools became the future human resources of their countries. And during corona pandemic, thanks to the leadership of Julia Moon, our former international president, and also Paris Moon, International Secretary General, WFWP International could provide numerous educational webinars to empower women. One of our signature projects is our peace movement, Bridge of Peace, Middle East Women's Peace Conference, and many others. Don't you think we are amazing? Let us give a big applause to our great achievements. WFWP International entered a new stage of upgrading our organization and activities. It is said that the lifespan of one organization is about 30 years. If the organization failed to innovate and care oneself, the organization eventually declined. In order for us to achieve our vision and mission and conduct our great activities beyond 30 years, WFWP, we need to innovate ourselves. As an organization leading the world peace movement, we need to transform ourselves to suit the times. We need to have solid organizational management, and we need to develop a control environment for legal compliance. Our leaders, please check whether your chapter has terms like operational manual and other system required for smooth operation over your chapters. In addition to above points, when you plan your projects, please make sure that your project contribute to our vision and mission. Women's Federation should establish our plan. As a future direction of Women's Federation International, I would like to share our co-founder's vision. As soon as I was appointed as international president, Dr. Hak-Jang Moon told me that Women's Federation should take the lead to create world peace and to educate women. Often, she expressed Women's Federation as mother's organization. She emphasized that Women's Federation is responsible for educating mothers. It is because mothers are the key persons in their families to bring harmony. Mothers should teach how valuable each child is, why they are born, and they're not born for self-satisfaction. It is important that they can become valuable people who are responsible for local, social, and global issues. Family breakdown becomes more serious in many countries. However, sadly, governments have been unable to establish effective measures. Therefore, we, Women's Federation, should lead to educate women, especially mothers. Also, we should take a lead. In some region, Women's Federation has been working together with governments, local governments, and international entities to develop educational contexts. Educating family values and reconstructing families are the crucial issues to solve critical social problems. Dear leaders, friends, I strongly believe that the fate of the world depends on us. Let's work together and accomplish our vision and mission and bring peace to the world. So thank you so much for attending this General Assembly. And we have exciting presentation and events. So thank you so much. And that's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you so much, President, for this inspiring words and guidance through all the activities and of WFWP. Thank you so much. Now, is the time for the important announcement from WFWPI HQ. This year, WFWPI created a new position of International President Emerita to honor and recognize the exceptional leadership of the former WFWP International Presidents. This year, WFWPI would like to appoint Dr. Yona Moon and Dr. Langyan Moon for this important position. So it is now my pleasure to invite Ms. Muriko Hori to give the introduction of the new position and present the certificate by reading the word of it. The floor is yours, President.
Thank you, Andrea. Actually, this is my honor to announce this President Emerita. Let me explain the overview of this amazing position. The role of President Emerita for former international president is an honorary and advisory position that recognizes the exceptional contribution and leadership of individuals who have served as international president of WFWP International. The job description for President Emerita includes a variety of responsibilities aimed at leveraging their expertise, experience, and insight to continue supporting the organization's mission and growth. And the roles of President Emerita are follows: strategic guidance, also mentorship, and preservation of legacy. This is a privilege to give this honorary title to both former International President Dr. Langyan Moon and Professor Yona Moon. Thank you.
Thank you, President. Now, I would like to invite our newly appointed President Emerita to give short remarks. So first, we're going to welcome Dr. Yona Moon. She couldn't be here at this moment, but she sent us a video.
안녕하세요. 세계평화여성연합의 지도자, 회원 여러분, 영상으로 인사 뵙게 되었습니다. 반갑습니다. 다들 어려운 코로나 시기를 지나서 활발하게 전 세계적으로 다시 봉사하고 후대를 위한 교육 활동, 그리고 사회의 평화를 이루기 위한 화합과 평화의 운동을 하고 있다는 내용들을 전해 듣고 있습니다. 그럴 때마다 정말 엄마의 마음으로, 그리고 여성들의 넓은 포용하는 마음으로 현장에서 열심히 활동하고 있다고 생각하니까 제가 세계평화여성연합에서 세계회장으로서, 그리고 또 한국회장으로서 일하고 있을 때가 생각이 납니다. 그러한 기간들을 통해서 현장에서 엄마 역할을 해주셨던 많은 회원분들의 노력과 사랑과 정성에 감동받았던 기억들이 다시 떠오릅니다. 무엇보다도 자신의 가정, 그리고 자신의 자녀, 자신의 남편까지도 뒤에 두고 현장에 찾아가서 어려운 제3세계의 사람들을 위해서, 아이들을 위해서, 그리고 여성들을 위해서 가지고 있는 많은 경험들, 지혜들, 그리고 사랑을 같이 나누어 주었던 그런 파견원들의 이야기를 들을 때마다 정말 제가 세계평화여성연합에서 함께 지금까지 회원으로서 또 활동할 수 있고 몸담고 있다는 것에 대해서 기쁘게 생각합니다. 현재 모리꼬부리 세계회장님께서도 많은 부분에서 더욱더 세계평화여성연합을 발전시켜 나가고 있다는 소식도 듣고 참 세계 회장님을 보면서 제가 많은 부분 힘을 얻고 또 배우게 됩니다. 앞으로도 세계 회장님 중심 삼고 세계평화 여성연합이 화합과 평화의 길을 가는, 사랑의 길을 가는 그런 모델이 되는 NGO 단체로서 더욱더 발전할 것을 저는 믿고 확신합니다. 저 또한 그러한 훌륭한 세계평화 여성연합으로서 발전하는 데 있어서 제 부족한 모습이지만, 부족한 경험이지만 현장에서 열심히 또 응원하고 같이 협조할 수 있도록 노력을 하겠습니다. 제가 그동안 느낀 것은 무엇보다도 저희는 하나의 뚜렷한 목적, 그리고 하나의 뚜렷한 중심이 있다는 것이 가장 큰 힘이었던 것 같습니다. 특히 평화의 어머니 한학자 총재님께서 우리에게 늘 강조해 주시는 모성애로서, 어머니의 마음과 사랑으로서 전 세계에 소외되고 가난하고 아픈 곳들을 희생과 사랑의 마음으로 감싸주고, 그리고 더욱 발전할 수 있게 양육시켜 줄 수 있어야 된다는 그러한 기본적인 방향성이 항상 저희들이 갖고 있는 가장 근본적인 힘이 되고 강점이 되었던 것 같습니다. 지금도 우리 마음 안에서 그러한 모성의 마음을 가지고 전 세계 사람들의 자녀로서 품고 나가는 그러한 여성연합의 활동들이 있다는 것을 생각할 때 저 또한 앞으로 더욱더 세계평화 여성연합의 발전을 위해서 노력하고 같이 발맞춰 나가도록 하겠습니다. 다시 한번 여러분들께 감사드리고 존경의 마음을 드립니다. 감사합니다.
Thank you so much. Now we'll have Dr. Lang Yan Moon. Welcome.
Thank you. Respected and beloved Mrs. Moriko Hori, President of WFWP International, and dear precious WFWP regional and national leaders and friends, it's my great pleasure to meet you all in this WFWP International General Assembly. Moreover, it's truly a great honor and privilege for me to be conferred the title of Honorary President Emeritus of WFWP International. I would like to express my heartfelt thanks to you all for your great efforts to accomplish the WFWP goal of establishing one peaceful global family in every corner of the world. Through my long-time experiences as president, I deeply realized that love and passion are the most important factors to achieve our purpose. Due to time limitations, I would like to share with you only a few of my passions, especially in relation to efforts for reconciliation and peace on the Korean Peninsula, which is still suffering in pain. As you may know, I was born in North Korea, and in 1950, during the Korean War, my family fled the South. That was more than 70 years ago. These days, I pray with all my heart for the peaceful unification of the Korean Peninsula, dreaming that someday in near future, we can visit North Korea again, all together with you. One more important issue is to try to fulfill the UN's Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs, which were proclaimed by the 70th UN General Assembly. I am sure that as members of WFWP International, one of the best UN NGOs, You all know about the importance of the SDGs. These days, I am working to present the history and achievements of WFWP in video recordings and in a series of lectures with the PowerPoint presentations. The young regional leaders who do not know our past history or our great achievements under the leadership of former members are participating in these lecture programs. I'm so happy to witness that they are inspired so deeply. They love all the major projects of WFWP International, including the UN NGO status, International Leaders Conference and Forum, 1% Love Share Project, Reconciliation and Peace Movement for Korean Peninsula and Middle East, and the GWPN activities, and so on. I hope all elders, leaders in different regions will also educate the younger generation of women leaders about our traditions and the substantial goals of WFWP International. I pray for your great achievements centering on President Moriko Hori for the next 30 years. I will also do my best to support you as much as I can. God bless you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. And congratulations to the newly appointed Dr. Yona Moon and Dr. Lang Young Moon. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, I would like to invite Dr. Paris Moon to announce the WFWP Code of Conduct and Pledge. Dr. Paris.
Hello, we are delighted to share groundbreaking news about WFWP International Pledge. Mrs. Anne Bell Evans, WFWP IVP and President of WFWP Australia, spearheaded this project and laid its foundation. This pledge underwent review and discussion with IVPs, resulting in the final version we are presenting today. I would like to take a moment to express my deepest gratitude to our dedicated board of directors and international vice presidents. Without their tireless efforts and unwavering support, none of this would be impossible. WFWP International Pledge symbolized our unwavering commitment to a brighter, more peaceful future. Stay tuned for insights into its objectives and the positive impact we aim to create. Your attention to the detailed information is greatly appreciated. Thank you.
Thank
Prior
you.
to taking office, all members of the National Board of Directors, district advisory committees, and any employees of WFWP are required to sign and uphold the Code of Conduct Pledge. I undertake to abide by the pledge stipulated over leaf. In my participation as the National Board Director, an advisory committee member, or an employee with WFWP, I acknowledge that as the National Board Director, an advisory committee member, or an employee, I stand in the position of trust and responsibility. Therefore, I will conduct myself so that my attitude and actions positively reflect WFWP's commitment to the Code of Conduct leadership values stipulated over leaf. I freely agree to be accountable to the National Board of Directors of WFWP the District Advisory Committee and WFWP IVP for the region, and the WFWP International Board of Directors.
Thank you so much, Dr. Moon. Now, we will move on with the session meet and greet. So our staff will divide you into random groups so you can meet your international colleagues and friends. There is no specific topic for you, and you can introduce yourself and share your current personal news and experiences. There will be total of 15 minutes for this session. Please enjoy your time communicating and meeting with all the new friends and colleagues. So welcome back. We really hope that you had new encounters, very good experiences, and that you can share and during this meet and okay, welcome back. I hope you had this really good time sharing and that you have new encounters and good experiences during this part of the meeting, which is called meet and greet. So we are going to the next part of the gathering we have here. So we will start the presentation on the best practices from the fields. So WFWP leaders, they will be sharing their experiences in developing the projects and activities in their regions and nations. So we will ask our presenters to screen share their presentations by themselves, and please keep your presentation time, okay? So I will introduce the first presenter. Our first presenter is Ms. Winnie Shao. She is the Vice President of WFWP Taiwan. Ms. Shao will be sharing about the best practices in WFWP Taiwan. So let's welcome Ms. Shao, and the floor is yours.
Thank you. Thank you, Andrea. Dr. Paris Moon, President Hori, and tonight's presenter, Mrs. Smart and Mrs. Wada. And hello, dear friends and national leaders, regional leaders. Greetings from Taiwan. My name is Winnie Chow, and I'm the Vice President of WFWP Taiwan. So tonight I'll be sharing with you our best practice in Taiwan, WFWP Taiwan Empowerment Program for Young Women. Okay, sorry about that. This is our president in Taiwan, President Grace Ho, and this is our 11th board members of WFWP Taiwan. I'm very proud because it's consists of senior members, second generation and young generation. So it's a mix of different generation women, and they're able to share their experiences and new ideas. So really am very proud of being a member of this board. So there are 4 committees in WFWP Taiwan, and I'd like to share what we do. The first is the Youth Empowerment and AIDS and Drugs Prevention Committee, focusing on going into schools and teenagers to promote, not to promote, but to talk about AIDS prevention and drugs prevention. The second is the Women's Empowerment and Family Education Committee. It's focusing on bringing women who have contributed their time and efforts in taking care of their families, and now they want to enter the workplace or become more sociable and be involved with the society. So this is like a bridging program for them. Third committee, which I chaired, this is the Education and Charity Committee of Global Women Entrepreneurs and Entrepreneurs Peace Alliance. This is GWEPA. So we focus on young women talent training programs, and we also incorporate women entrepreneurs to do some charity work and to also be involved in some training programs for young women. Last but not least, this is the senior citizens. We focus on senior citizens Happy Lifelong Learning Academy Committee. So these are the 4 committees that presently that we do a lot of work and focus on. So today I would like to focus my topic on the GWEPA. So this is a platform that a platform connecting women entrepreneurs to promote social service initiatives and invest in development young women talents through education and projects. We also aim, apologies, sorry. Yeah, we also aim to raise awareness and integrate resources to take actions to improve social issues through these projects. So GWEPA, we focus on 2 areas, which I will share with you tonight. One is the empowerment program for young women in international participation. So we run programs to development the talents who can represent WFWP Taiwan at NGO CSW Forum. And through this recruitment, we also develop sustainable development programs for them. So we would organize company visits, workshops, and different seminars to continue to foster that relationship with the young talents that we have recruited. So tonight's best practice that we are doing, that we have done in Taiwan, is empowerment program for young women in international participation. So this is from 2019 until 2023. Due to COVID, we were unable to continue or to send our young talents to New York to participate in the NGO CSW Forum. But we were able to continue our training programs and to allow them to do online, to host online forums. This is, I will share that picture later, but these are the training program. It's a 4 whole day program where we would invite, for instance, Department of NGO International Affairs of Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Executive Yuan Department of Gender Equality, speakers from New Taipei City Government or Department of Social Welfare. So there will be different seminars or talks given by these government officials and NGO officials to just share their thoughts on policies and laws. And also we run some workshop where we explore through board games, through discussions on SDGs related topics. Also, we do a lot of mock international conference. That is the chance for participants who have had some experiences to share their experience during these mock international conference. So to let the participants get some ideas and some experience, if they were to host a forum, how would they do that? And we have some members in our committee that teaches podcasts, recording, and also how to do promotion and how to promote their forum. So there's a lot of different classes or sessions incorporated into our program to improve the skill sets of these young talents. So I'm very happy to share with you that in 2021 and 2022, we were able to host a few forums online, and thank our President Hori for also participating in some of our forums. And this year we were able to send one of our participants to New York to host a physical forum. And it was quite successful, and we were happy that we were able to really realize that dream, to have a representative from Taiwan and hosting a forum in New York. Of course, we had an online session as well. There are some reflections on the program that we are doing. So the benefits that we find is we were able to recruit young members to recruit young members in WFWP Taiwan. And these are all very talented young women. They are in different fields of expertise. They come in ready and very motivated. And it was just really nice to see how driven they are and how heartfelt like interest in women issues and how to improve, work, social welfare matters. So that is one of the benefits that we saw. Second is to promote the inheritance of WFWP Taiwan. Two of the young talents that we that participated in our program were elected as our board members. So we're just very happy to see that we are able to invite new young women to become and to participate, be involved in our board matters. And it's just really good to see new blood coming in. And the third is the opportunity for networking and global engagement to raise awareness, to improve social issues, and also the essential skill set development. So these are the benefits that we saw from running the program. And these are the challenges. One is how do we maintain a good relationship and that bond with the young talents that we have trained. So we found out that we could engage them through different programs, chat group, dinner, seminars, to continue to maintain that relationship with them and to continue to foster that bond with them. Second is the resource constraints. So we're able to explore partnerships with new organizations, with other organizations and community groups. We're able to receive additional funding through sponsorship from the Department of Social Welfare and Taipei City government. So that helped us continue to run the program. And to able to sustain, thirdly, to sustain this program, we are constantly thinking of how to improve and constantly trying to receive feedback from our participants to try to improve the program so we could continue to invite new young women to participate in the program. So this is what we are doing in Taiwan as one of the best practices that I would like to share with you tonight. There's still a lot of work to be done, but I feel like we're able to, I'm the second generation of WFWP Taiwan. My mother was one of the co-founders, and I am just very happy that I am able to join this wonderful group and to be able to do something to contribute. And a lot of our board members and our consultants have the same motives to just pass on our experience and to bring in new members and to allow them to work with us and to better our work. So last but not least, we believe in empowering women promises a peaceful future. And I'm very thankful that WFWP Taiwan has given this chance to share with all of you what we're doing here. And this is an opportunity for us to learn from you as well. So thank you for this opportunity. Thank you.
Wow, Michelle, it's amazing. Thank you so much for sharing your experiences, the organizational committees, with these amazing and impactful activities and the inspiring programs for women. Thank you so much. So we are going to move to our next presenter, is Ms. Risa Smart. She is president of WFWP Nigeria. So welcome, Ms. Smart. The floor is yours.
Thank you very much your introduction about the Women Federation Nigeria, and today we really thank you for the Women Federation International International President, also all the staff, Dr. Paris Moon, and the staff, and also all the leaders all over the world. Today, my presentation here team is sharing the best practice in WFWP Nigeria through microcredit strategy for employment creation. Sorry. Next. And next. And next. Sorry. Next. And our experience with the Women Federation project is interesting, and we encourage ourselves to demonstrate effective and notable standard. And the idea was simple enough to start up. And next. By giving small amount as a microcredit loan to someone living without capital to start up a small business. And we encourage those that have to join the scheme, as we see it as a way to get people out of poverty. Next. And we see microcredit plays a significant role in promoting financial inclusion and empowering underserved community here in Nigeria. Next. So we plan and implement the program locally through our team. We plan and implement the program locally through our team, which engage some bankers who gave us proper guidance on how to manage the fund and help borrowers expand a small business. Next. Which would lift the family out of poverty. When they pay back the loan, the money can be cycled to the more borrowers. Next. So we want to explain benefit and challenges. And the benefit, it aims to alleviate poverty in our communities, promote entrepreneurship, and empower our women to start or expand their small businesses. Next. However, provide an inflow of money to put food on the table of our members and non-members. Next. Whereby shed light on its significance in promoting financial inclusion and economic growth. Next. And challenges. The challenges of the project are numerous, but we try to control its excesses, which outreach comes with logistical and field overhead. Next. Making an investment valuation may be crucial capability, and most impossible to penetrate the hinterland. Next. We also experience people's inability to manage their debt, which leads to loan default, hindering the growth of the program. We try to do more. Next. So we want to expand this profile. On the participant profile, we try to illustrate various interaction on the photos and some of the beneficiaries of the program. And Madam Catherine is a retailer. She trades on the soft drinks and bottled water in her local community. And I commissioned her to the scheme and present to her the support fund to move her business higher. And the lights. The Miss Christiana is a baker. She bakes bread, cakes, and others for the commercial purposes. And I also commissioned her to start up the businesses. Next. Recently, myself and Mrs. Kamera Ikot, the WFWP Nigeria made a presentation of cash to women in Malaraba, Nasarawa states in complementing effort to boost local women in the grassroots through the microcredit initiative, and 5 women received the $30 each for a start. Next. Mrs. Maria Mbu is empowered through the microcredit program. She processed beans powder and fried it into a local delicacy called akara. She received 20,000 naira and she's doing well. She used the proceeds of the business to encourage her daughter as a goalkeeper in a local community female soccer team. She recently bought a football for her daughter from her business. On the right, Mrs. Gladys sells yam every week at the local market. She buys yam from local farmers and sells in the market. Her initial challenge was inability to pay farmers cash for a yam, as she did not have a take-off fund. But now, all is well with the support of the microcredit loan. Next. Madam Janet Ekpo is a grandmother who sells local food called apple, usually made from cassava. Before receiving the sponsor microcredit, she buys the cassava on credit from the market women, making it more expensive for her and less profit after sales. After receiving the money, she is now able to buy cassava directly from farmers with cash at a lower rate, and after processing into apple, her sales have increased with higher profit for her. Next, Mrs. Cecilia sells foodstuff in her community at Abato. She is a local supplier of basic food ingredients to families in her community. And the microcredit loan have added value to her efforts as she is able to buy more and sell more. Next. Mrs. Grace Ode is a beneficiary of the program.
Okay. Miss Smart is having some issues with the Wi-Fi connection. So let's wait a couple of seconds if she can come back. Let's see if she can make it. Just okay. Well, apologize. She's having some issues with the Wi-Fi connection, but we are truly grateful for the sharing and that team experience in promoting that financial inclusion and bringing this financial improvement and entrepreneurship training to the participants. It's amazing. Thank you so much for Ms. Smart. We are going then to the next presenter is Ms. Brigitte Weda. She is president of WFWP France. So welcome, Ms. Weda, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much. I will share also my my screen. Okay. So you can see, everyone can see, yes, it's fine. Yes, I would like to really thank you for having inviting Women Federation France to present our best practices. Especially, I would like to thank you also to Mrs. Moriko Hori and also Dr. Paris Moon and all the organizers. And also all the presenters. Really, there's so much work behind it. So to begin, I would like to introduce our team. Here I show a map of France. There is many regions in France, and also including some overseas regions like Guadeloupe, Martinique, Guyane, La Réunion, Mayotte as well. But our main activities are concentrated in Paris and surrounding Paris as well. And of course, our desire, we would like to develop more branches in other regions, and especially include more young people or young women in leadership position. So we visited a few regions, and now we have a young woman and mother of 3 young children, Maria Hori, exactly the same name as Moriko Hori. She's responsible now for Brittany, which is completely on the west part of France. And she's really great. And also another woman who is called Fomio Van der Veld. She is very close to Belgium, living in close to Belgium, so she is responsible for this area. She's really doing also a great job, and sometimes also in partnership with the Women Federation in Belgium, because they are close to each other. So we would like to, of course, develop so much more activities in other regions. And of course, from this year, we also elected a young general secretary. She called herself Grace Molano Coleter. So this is just to show a little bit, to introduce it, but Women Federation in France. And of course, our main focus this year, 2023, is education for peace. But under peace education, we have Women's Peace Academy. In French, we call it Académie pour la paix au féminin. We held this project since 2019 in France. And at the beginning, we invited especially young women to share, or young mothers as well, to share their experience in different areas, like, for example, health or environment, education, especially young children education. And with this kind of slogan, teach and be taught. So in this way, everyone could benefit from knowledge and practical advice to help us in our daily life. So we did it also in person, and when the pandemic came, we did it by Zoom. So almost every month we did some of this project. And then this year, always under Women Peace Academy, we decided to do the program Women of the Month. which exists also in European level, we call Earth Story. And also, I know it exists also in other countries. Recently, we had also we invited Patricia Lalonde, who is a former member European Parliament. So through this program, we highlight the lives and work of women actively involved in their respective communities and even beyond their communities. And it is also the same way, it's an opportunity to discover their journey and also to be inspired by their achievements. And not only external, but also internal, because many times they have to go through challenges and how they overcame their challenges and how some of them show so much passion, so much desire for justice. So there's so much that each one of us also we can learn from them. So this is also a very great program as well. And of course, always with peace education. So we hold in July, we hold near Paris in a very beautiful surrounding, because we think that more we are in the nature, better it is, because people's heart open much more with the nature as well. So in a beautiful surrounding, a 2-day seminar to study vision and principle of peace. We did it in partnership with another NGO called Universal Peace Federation. So we had about 16 guests, but really from all different backgrounds and from all over the France. And then and of course, some of us were there to support this event. So the theme of this seminar was, how can we rise to the challenge of building a world of peace where everyone can live freely in harmonious cooperation with others and where prosperity is shared equitably? So it was quite interesting because we have all some different backgrounds with all different humanistic, some are more religious, less religious, some are really some leaders of NGOs, and women's NGOs and different. So it was a very intense program where everyone could share and about this kind of topics. Overview. We had an overview of the life of the founders, Mrs. Akshahan Moon and her late husband Samia Moon, and also we share about universal principle and purpose of life, family values as well, because we know how much family is very important, is a cornerstone for a better society, and everyone agree with it, absolutely. And this is wherever we come from. And of course, we also face a lot of conflicts in the world. So what are the causes and what are the solutions? And of course, we always come to the same point, that the solution is that peace starts with ourselves. I mean, of course, we know that, but it's always a challenge to change ourselves. I think it is a challenge for every one of us. So, and always with the same objective. In France, we organize a series of conferences online on principle of peace. So this time is online. And we have lucky to have a very wonderful professor. He's called Dr. Laurent Ladouce. He's Director of Culture and Peace. So it's more academic approach or more philosophical approach as well. But it is really interesting also question. I mean, in France, we have this kind of more philosophical or academic approach as well to some of the questions of life. So is there any good in human beings? What good can I do? Educating for life, the quest for beauty. So quite a few people are very interesting and come to this kind of conferences. So at least we are giving the chance for them to have some exchange and to discuss. But of course, we follow the UN days, which I think is very important. So we always celebrated then International Women's Day. And this year it was in partnership with the International Association for Economic and Social Development, Africa, France. So as much as we can, we try to do some events or some conferences in partnership with other NGOs or with other associations. who have similar kind of objective than us anyway. So this time was a women and men culture of equality and mutual respect. So we had some young as well. We tried to invite young women as well to speak. We had a young woman, and one of them was from also UNESCO. So kind of also diversity of speakers, men and women as well. We tried to invite. And of course, we have very soon, we have the International Day of Peace, and we will organize a Bridge of Peace in the north part of France, which is organized by the North chapter of the Women Federation in France. So we do it in Lille. And the challenge this time is to organize it with 5 other local organizations. And this time, the purpose is not just only to cross the bridge or to embrace each other, but also to make sure that the pair can do a project during this year. Often, even if we do a Bridge of Peace, it's often what do we do afterwards? But this time, because it is local, geographically, it is easier for them to meet each other. They will try to organize a project together. And after 1 year, they will present their project, what they have been doing, what substantially they have been doing. So it will be very, I think, very interesting. And to conclude, we like please to promote, and this is more in European level, our 20 European conference in Cyprus, which will be held from the 3rd to the 5th of November on the theme of transforming our world through advancing peace, a culture of peace and human dignity. So the European organizing team is eager to see you there if you are able to come. And of course, if you want to have more information, we have this link, this website, which is WFWPI.europe.org, something like that. So anyway, this is an opportunity to invite some of our ambassadors for peace, some of our good friends, high-level people, or NGOs, leaders as well, young people too. There will be a session for young people. So it is also a way to really bring unity together and to work together. And I know that we will invite also our president, Moriko Ori, to come for such a conference. So I would like to say thank you very much for this. And so I conclude my presentation. Thank you. Stop sharing.
Thank you so much, Ms. Wera, for this presentation. It's very inspiring, sharing and empowering all the programs and achievements and peace education programs we're running in France. Thank you so much. Before we continue, we would like to invite again Ms. Smart from Nigeria. Maybe, to share. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much. Bring me back to the presentation. I'm so sorry. We have the network problem here in Nigeria. I'm sorry. Thank you. So we continue from the participant profile, and Mrs. Gladys, the about microcredit. We continue of the participant profile, and Grace Ode is the beneficiary of the program.
Recording in progress.
She buys fish from local fishermen around the riverside and retail them to local family users. With the microcredit, she's able to buy more fish with cash from the fishermen to sell at home and in the market. Next. And next. Women Federation, WFWP Nigeria has a common ground in unity. The Muslim sisters are not left out as presentation of their cash. It's being donated to them through Mrs. Miriam Oko to enhance participation in the ongoing microcredit program. The women are engaged in selling of local drink produced from guinea corn called kunu. Also sells local drink produced from a tiger nut. Also clothes, dry fish, wrappers, corn flour, rice, charcoal, and firewood. Next. And we want to conclude that finally, the microcredit scheme in Nigeria is very effective. We have 120 women currently with us, and the women are trying to make remittance as when due. We hope to do more in the coming period. However, we are grateful for a successful microcredit scheme in Nigeria, and we say thank you to all our partners for supporting women to have a lucrative platform of doing business and an organization that is reliable and considerate to women and family to grow in small-scale business units in communities across Nigeria. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Smart. Amazing. From Nigeria Project Microcredit for Women. Amazing. Thank you so much. We're going to move to the next presentation then. It's about the Given for Good project from the WFWPI UN office in New York. So we're gonna watch a video.
To feature the progress report of the Giving for Good International GFGI Climate Adaptation Projects grant recipients for 2023. We will highlight our GFGI projects in Bangladesh, Burkina, Colombia, Kenya, and Mali. As a contribution to the UN Decade on Ecosystem Restoration and in alignment to SDG 12 climate action, these projects were evaluated in 4 areas. Firstly, substantial climate adaptation projects in the communities. Secondly, climate change education, awareness and engagement. And thirdly, impact and sustainability, with a focus on partnership with government, local organizations and potential for influencing policies. Let's take a look at the Bangladesh project. Interfaith Peace Village, located in Golpaganj village, managed by WFWPI Bangladesh and Miss Tanya Islam. Many of these children of this village have stopped going to school due to COVID. There are several cases of young girls married off as child brides. The Peace Village project promotes sustainable consumption and production patterns and providing access to basic services working with child brides, women and children. To educate the village women and children on clean water and sanitation, tree planting and cleanup, best farming practices, sustainable fishing, and also how to protect themselves from violence and sexual assault. On June 27, 2023, WFWP Burkina Faso carried out its most recent tree planting project. This activity was carried out in Dapolgo with the grant from WFWPI's Giving for Good International project. Dapolgo is 35 minutes outside of the capital city of Burkina Faso. This town has many ambassadors for peace and many activities for the renewal of the family have been carried out in the town. The president of WFWP Burkina Faso introduced her team and the vision in Burkina Faso, which can be summarized as empowering the family, empowering the young people with the focus on the girl child, environmental awareness and call to action, and forwarding the Mother Heart Peace Network. A total of 50 plants were donated to this town according to the needs of the region. 10 mango plants, 10 banana plants, 10 orange plants, 10 guava plants, and 10 tangerine plants. The residents promised to take good care of the plants, and whenever they can, they would add more in order to participate in the campaign to make Burkina Faso green, as well as provide lots of fruits for future generations. In a rural area of Colombia, where some of the schools have institutions and teach how to implement projects designed to create systems where plants and animals coexist in an agricultural environment. The project manager, Mrs. Andrea Fayed, spearheaded the regenerative school projects at the Juan Rosso School in Acayas, Meta, Colombia, and participated in the digestive silver ball training. 35 students, 3 teachers, and 5 community leaders were trained to both manage waste at school and in their homes. In the Kaliumoni region of Kenya, the Green Fruity School project, spearheaded by the young Global Women Peace Ambassador, Ms. Sarah Jianga, and the Jukat Environmental Management Association in the urban areas of Kenya, such as Kaniloni Primary School. There's a lack of access to green spaces and parks, which can have a negative impact on residents' mental and physical health. Urban Kenyans may be unaware of environmental issues and how to take care of action to protect their environment. As a result of climate change, the county is facing floods, droughts, and heat waves. To adapt to these environmental challenges, the community will need to be equipped with the necessary knowledge and skills. On May 31st, 2023, the GFGI was conducted by planting 50 exotic fruit seedlings. The project not only taught the children about the importance of sustainability, they will also benefit from the fruit that these seedlings bear. The long-term objective of this project is to increase the country's forest coverage by 30%. Moving to Mali. On May 25th, 2023, Mali carried out its solar panel installation activity at the health centre in the village of Kabala Kura. Mamadou Zan Samake, the representative of the village chief, the staff of the health centre, Ms. Amanita Sakamere, president of the Women's Association, and several other women were present. Mr. Mamadou Zan Samake welcomed WFWP and gave us the floor. WFWP explained the objectives of the organisation and also gave an explanation of WFWPI's Giving for Good project, which financed the Mali solar panels project. WFWP then presented the healthcare centre representatives with the solar panels to be installed in the centre. The panels were received with joy and gratitude. Mr. Mamadou Zan Samake remarked, "We thank WFWPI's Giving for Good for this gift which goes straight to our hearts. We are very grateful and we will take care of this precious gift." Ms. Aminita Samake shared, WFWP Mali does not only come to visit us, but they seek to know our problems and bring us a solution. We are grateful. Now our women who give birth will no longer have to use torches to go to the toilet. We thank WFWPI through the Giving for Good International Project for their generosity. We will take good care of this precious gift.
Thank you so much, Women's Federation for World Peace International UN Office and Mr. and Mrs. Sakinaka.
Well, thank you so much. Very inspiring, and it's full of hope. This environmental projects empowering young people, families, and everything related with SDG climate action. Thank you so much. So we're going to move to the last presenter, is Ms. Miwa Belliard Okisaki, a young professional from the Dominican Republic, who will be sharing her experience while processing the WFWPI funding project in her country. Ms. Belliard, welcome.
Hello, thank you. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, everyone. Thank you for welcoming me. My name is Miwa Belliard, as Mrs. Andrea already explained. I'm a member of the WFWP in the Dominican Republic, and I'm actually here today speaking on behalf of my dear mother, Miho Okazaki. She is the WFWP Director in Latin America, Subregion 5, the Caribbean region. So thank you so much for this wonderful opportunity to talk about our project. that we held out with the generous support of the WFWP International. And we have been able to do something really special with this help. Through the funding project, we chose to contribute to a government initiative called Opportunity 1424. This initiative targets young men and women between the ages from 14 to 24 who have limited resources and limited opportunities for progress. All right. So a significant number of our participants are young single mothers who struggle with responsibilities of motherhood without adequate resources and support. The main aim for this project is to show these young mothers and young people that despite their past mistakes, they can still regain control and improve their lives. Through education and skill training, we hope to help them better themselves and their family for the future. So according to the 2021 data from the National Statistics Office, the total population of the Dominican Republic is approximately 11 million. About 17.4% of this population is between the ages of 15 to 24. Remarkably, 197,000 young men and 309,000 young women in this age group are neither working nor studying. That means that about 20% of the young men and a whopping 33% of young women are not engaged in productive activities. So this project started about a year ago in the city of Los Alcarrizos. They started with a small room in the National Police Vocational School as their office. The main focus is to provide education and moral support to young people, giving them a more positive outlook on life. The program offers technical courses to develop valuable skills. These skills have the potential to further their education and improve their career prospects. The school currently offers a variety of courses in computer, pharmacy, medical visitor, tourism, sales, accounting, and entrepreneurship. Approximately 150 young people between the ages of 14 to 24 enrolled on these courses. The courses run from Monday to Thursday to accommodate everyone's schedule, and cultural and artistic activities are organized on Fridays to keep the excitement going. An important part of the program is a team that provides emotional support to the participants with various problems. One team of psychologists and a promoter visit an area they're assignated to. There, they visit families, look for needs.
Here we have maybe a situation with the Wi-Fi connection with Ms. Belliard. Are you there? Okay,
Yes,
okay.
I'm back here. I'm sorry. Yes, the Wi-Fi connection. I apologize. So yes, as I was saying, this team of psychologists and promoters are a very important part of the project because they're assignated an area. They visit home to home families and look for needs for these people, introduce them to the project, and help them start a course, one of the 6. Some young people stop coming in the middle of the course, and then the team in charge visit them again, listen to their stories, encourage them, and help them continue the course. So this project is a government initiative, but it did not have all the resources it needed. So to address this with the WFWP funding project, we were able to provide essential equipment, including a laptop, a computer, a monitor, 2 fans, a desk, a printer, 2 chairs, and a projector. So alongside with the material support, we were providing a character education lecture every Friday. So originally consisting of 10 lectures, the content was too extensive. So we focused on the 3 most important lectures: the need for character education, drug problems and prevention, and family values. In March of this year, we started lecturing the psychologists and promoters first. They said that through this project, they were facing various problems in society, so they needed to understand the content of the lectures well to spread this message and educate people. After the lecture for the psychologists and promoters were over, we started lecturing the students as well in May. It was impressive to see several young women with babies in their arms. I thought it was wonderful that there was a place where people with children could still learn something. So the most memorable lecture for the students was on drug prevention. To be involved in drug use and trafficking in the community is normal, but they had no idea in how much trouble they could get into if they became addicted. For a couple of days, this lecture became the topic of their conversations, and the students who have been bringing babes to the school stopped bringing them at all. This project made me realize how important it is to teach young people the right values. What we're doing is a preventive activity, so it is difficult to see results with our own eyes, but I would like to continue our more education activities for young men and women. I'm grateful that I was able to find this project and meet people who works with true love and moved by the genuine impulse to help others. So I really admire the staff of this project. They're very devoted and hardworking, always thinking on what to improve to reach more people and to ensure those who enroll finish the course. The location of this vocational school is a very remote place and difficult to reach. So the transportation is a topic that the staff worry much about. Some of these people also join just because they learn they'll be provided food every day. Even the promoters and psychologists said that they weren't aware of how common this living situation is in the community. So I'm very convinced this is a very excellent project. For this and much more, I would like to finish expressing my gratitude to Mr. Cesar Regalado for his enlightening lectures, to Mrs. Carmen Beliar for her leadership and bring this funding project to Mrs. Irene de la Rosa. She's the coordinator of this opportunity 1424, to whom I'm also very grateful. Finally, I would like to express my deepest gratitude to Women's Federation for World Peace International for their unwavering support. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Ms. Beliar. Really amazing and inspiring. Thank you for sharing this inspiring project with young people. It's amazing. Some questions, but we will later forward those questions to our presenters, okay? So they can answer them for you. So now there is one more important announcement today. We have, okay? Today is the birthday of a very important person for our heart, for our organization. It's the WFWP International President, Mrs. Moriko Hori, birthday. With all our heart, we congratulate your special day. We are proud to have you as our leader. Thank you for your constant support, your dedication, always leading by example. And we wish you strong health and one more amazing year to go. Congratulations and happy birthday.
Oh my God, thank you so much. I didn't know.
Can I suggest we sing happy birthday song to her all together? Is that possible?
Bye.
Let's try.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy
Happy
birthday to you.
Happy
Happy
birthday, happy birthday,
Happy birthday
Amazing, thank you so much. Oh, I didn't know you prepared this. Thank you. I became 51 years old. Thank you, everyone. Wow.
Thank you. Okay, congratulations and happy birthday again.
Thank you.
So now, actually, I would like to invite our international president to give the closing remarks to officially close today's assembly. Mrs. Hari, President, your floor is yours.
Thank you so much, everyone. I didn't really expect it. I'm crying, not because I'm sad, I'm crying because I'm so happy. I'm overwhelmed with your warm heart and your support. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Don't worry, I'm happy. I'm crying because I'm so happy and I'm so, oh, thank you, everyone. Oh, I'm supposed to say closing remarks. Today we had a wonderful General Assembly with our wonderful leaders of all over the world. Thank you so much. Today we had I was so honored to announce that now we have President Emerita, our strong and wonderful supporters, Dr. Yona Moon and Dr. Lanya Moon. They became our, of course, they've been supporting us, but now they can officially support us and they can give us guidance and they can be our mentors. So now we have more stronger organization than ever. And thank you so much for both of them for accepting this honorary position. And from now on, we can work together with them. And they have so much experience and knowledge. And they can be a great mentor for all of us. And also, I was so impressed by the presentation of each region, each chapters. As you may know, we used to have IVPs, International Vice President, to give presentation about this, their regions. But this time, Paris Moon suggested that why not give, each chapter or each project to be focused. So we asked today's presenter to give a presentation. And oh my God, it was amazing. I learned so much and I'm so proud of what you've been doing. And I learned a lot. And thank you, WFWPI Taiwan, Winnie Chow. She's a great friend of mine. And I was always impressed by the project of WFWP Taiwan. They're so innovative and their activity is so professional. And also Risa Smart, I know her so well. I remember when she found WFWP Nigeria, she had to go through so much difficulties. And former President Julia Mucci helped us a lot. You know, she invested so much to found, WFWP Nigeria. And now she's doing this amazing project in Nigeria. Thank you so much, Lisa. You're amazing. Thank you. And also, Bridget, thank you so much for your presentation. And your educational program is amazing. And especially the Women's Peace Academy. I think all our region, other chapters can learn from your experience. So I'm looking forward to seeing all the European WFWP leaders in next month. That you're gonna have European Leaders Conference in Cyprus. Yeah, I'm gonna be there, and I cannot wait to learn from your experience. So thank you so much, Bridget, for your wonderful presentation. And also, we also had a wonderful report from WFWP International UN News, GFG International. Due to their support, many chapters can have, wonderful projects. So those videos are very amazing. And also Miwa from Dominican Republic, with your cute and your smile. I was so impressed. And Dominican Republic, WFW Dominican Republic has been doing amazing job, especially GWPN, another project for supporting. I only went once in Dominican Republic, but I learned a lot from their activities. So thank you so much for your great presentation. And I think the welcoming remark, I said to you, we have to focusing on education, but I'm sorry, we've been doing more than enough. We're amazing. Our educational programs are, oh my gosh, amazing. So I think each chapter could learn from other chapters. So this is a great opportunity for us to learn. This is a General Assembly, but I think this became a great educational opportunity for all of us. So thank you again so much for all the presenters, and also thank you, Andrea, for a wonderful MC, your beautiful smile. And also I have to thank International Headquarters. Thank you so much for preparing this. This was amazing, amazing General Assembly. And I had a great conversation during the meet and greet. So again, right now, the situation of WFWP Japan is very difficult. So we've been attacked by media and Japan Communist Party, but Japanese women's traditional leaders and members are very strong. They're determined to win this battle. And the most amazing thing is they don't stop doing our project, even this very difficult situation. So thank you so much for your support. We will be strong, and because of your support, we can truly win the situation. So thank you so much again. And this will conclude our General Assembly. Again, thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for your dedication, your hard work. Thank you for your wonderful and beautiful smile. We're together. We're amazing. and we can change this world. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, President. Thank you so much. Okay, before closing the event, I have an announcement. On September 23rd, WFWP IHQ will be holding the WFWPI webinar for young professionals. 3 young leaders from various countries will be sharing their stories of success. So you can register with the QR code on the screen. And for more information, you can visit our website. So we believe that this will be an eye-opener for many, and we welcome you all to participate on that activity. So now I am officially closing our WFWPI General Assembly. Thank you to our WFWP leaders, members, and friends for joining us today. It was for sure an empowering time, an event for all of us. Please have a great day, night, and wish you and your families all of the best in this new year. Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Great conference.
Thank you very much.
Thank you everyone. Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Thank you,
Wonderful.
Goodbye. President. Congratulations. Thank you very much.
Thank you everyone. Thank you everyone. Maururi first presenting today.
Thank you very much.